Hi Lisa, just a quick video to talk through how we could set this up. So it can all be done within the one survey through the survey flow. So basically we just need to set up some logic that just says, okay, if they're taking the survey between this date and this date, give them the embedded data week 1. If they're taking it between this date and this week, date, take it week 2, and so on. And then when it comes to the reports, we can just break out really simply using this embedded data. So to do this, just click into survey flow. At the very top, we're just going to add a new element and we're going to add a branch, and we're going to move that right up to the top. So now for the condition, we are just going to say if embedded data, and we're actually going to add an embedded data, I just realized, embedded data, move this up to the top, and we're going to call this date. And then for the value, we are just going to pipe in date/time to be current date/time. So we can do it in whatever format we prefer. So I'm just going to do a month, day, year for now. And that's great. And the last thing, just to be 100% safe, is just to do options, enable embedded data variable types, and we're just going to change this to be a date so that we can start doing logic based off of this. So now for the logic, we're going to say if embedded data date is, and now we should be able to say, actually for this I just realized we'll do date time, current date/time, and we're actually going to do year, month, day, because basically the way this works is that it will always increment, so it will always be going upwards in this way. So we're just going to say that, and now what we're going to do is basically for the embedded data is greater than, so for example we'll use today's date, which is the 2016 08/16 for example, and embedded data date is less than, and then we'll say for a week's time for example. So we'll just do 2016/08 and then add on 7, so that's 23. That's probably wrong, but anyway, you get the idea. So basically we're saying if they're taking it between these two dates, we're going to add an element, we're going to say embedded data, and we're going to call this week, and then we're going to set a value of 1. So this is going to be our week 1. Then we're just going to go ahead and duplicate that, and we're just going to edit the conditions and say for this one then is 24 and 31, and then we're going to call this week 2. So as people come in and take the survey, depending on when they're actually taking the survey, they're going to be assigned what week they're actually taking this on. Once all of this has been recorded, and once your responses have been recorded, it's going to be very simple just to go to the report section here. We can either add a filter to pull in one specific grouping, so we can pull in week 1 or week 2, for example, by doing embedded data date, or sorry, week is week 1 or something like that. Obviously this is empty because we haven't actually collected any responses, but we will be able to do it once we've actually collected some responses. But the better thing is that we can add a report level breakout, and we can break out based on week. And what that will do is basically, because there you have no responses, that's not helping, but we will basically just be able to see each one, and we'll be able to say these are results from week 1, that's what they look like, here's the results from week 2, that's what they look like, and so on. So we can keep everything within one survey and just set it up in this way. So I hope this helps. Please set this up, or if you think it might work for you, and just test it out, make sure you're happy. But if you do have any questions, just let me know.